living in the day, fellas. And ladies.
You know it.
Welcome once again to All I'm Saying Podcast Live. This your boy TJ.
And your girl TK.
And I'm your boy, Master Teck.
And we're here bringing you the news, our opinions, and just stuff that's just going on in the world today.
Live and direct from the Seaport City.
Seaport City.
Seaport.
So how everybody's doing today? How's everybody doing? Hanging in there?
Hanging in there. A lot of stuff going on.
It's rough.
Like, the closer it gets, the crazier it gets.
Tell me.
And it just seems like an endless cycle.
Crazy cycle.
Very crazy, vicious cycle.
It's always good to just, chill out sometimes. You just want to relax. You just don't want to, you don't want to overload your mind with too much negativity. You should put positivity over negativity all the time.
I agree. There needs to be a lot more positivity in the world.
A lot more positivity in the world, trust me. I totally agree with you on that one.
But it feels like the world is filled with so much negativity right now.
This is way more positivity in the world, especially with our abilities to do and accomplish certain things.
Right.
But,
I'm sorry. Sorry, TJ, but I mean, honestly, for us, I'm sorry, but there is far worse situations in this world than what we're dealing with right now.
A lot more. There's a lot of worse things going on right now, but it's amazing how we're able to maintain such a calm lifestyle while other things are still going on around the world. It's
straight chaos.
Yeah. And just, rioting and looting and all this craziness. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me because, like me and TK discussed, you can go to any grocery store and get any flavor ice cream, any pick. There's some places where you only get one pick, and if you're lucky, you even get any at all.
Exactly.
So I think people need to understand how great our country is as a whole.
Appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that wish they had a fraction of what you have.
Exactly. And there are people who will take what you have away from you. So you got to be mindful of things around you. You got a lot of stuff coming up. Got the election going on. That situation happening. Hope everybody is registered. Make sure you get yourself set up and vote. Go out there and vote.
Make sure you register.
Your voice does matter.
You have a lot more power than you think.
You just have to know what your power is.
And what you want to use it for.
Correct. Are you gonna help, your fellow man, or are you just looking out for yourselves?
Now, today is a very important and special day because we got to make sure we mention. Today is the anniversary of September the 11th.
Yes.
Today is September the 11th, 2020.
Yeah.
So roughly 19 years?
19 years ago, this incident happened. A lot of our what you would call essential workers, first responders, went to handle a very, very dangerous situation.
And some of them didn't make it.
Some of them did not make it, and it's sad. It's sad to see that some of them had to pass away, and and even some of them still today fought, and some of them didn't make it. Some of them recently passed away, and we need to honor those who really put their life on the line. Our fighters, our police officers, our medics, everybody who puts their life above their own to safeguard others is a hero. Anybody, and that can be anybody. That could be your neighbor. Your neighbor could be your biggest hero, but people don't want to talk to each. You got to understand that you live in a community that only works if you got to understand that. So when you connect together, you get stuff done. You have power, you have the ability, you just got to connect with one another.
No one cannot do anything alone.
Correct.
I'm not saying that you should always search for help, but don't try to do everything by yourself.
You're not going to make it.
It's impossible.
You're going to burn yourself out.
It's very dangerous. But let's not hold down the vibe with sadness.
We just got to make sure we remember what happened. And
yes.
This should be a time where everyone in the nation can come together and we can unify to march together. And because now with so much chaos and so much division and so much hatred going on, so we just need to remember, America first before anything else.
And let's also remember, learned behavior is planted.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Let's not forget that, boys and girls.
So,
but on some crazy news, guess what is going down?
What's going down?
Well, my friend, apparently they caught a child molester.
Could you say that one more time, sir?
CP.
They caught a child who hangs out together. This dude is I guess he's Wilmington Island, I guess. Here, I pulled it up for you guys. I'll pull it up. Show you guys this. This is crazy.
Yeah, I recognize that story that you just said. Apparently he did that back in...
So he's not new to this game.
Apparently not. Let me see, updated September 10th, 2020. Yeah, so this is very recent.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, this is yesterday.
Exactly. Yesterday, because today's September the 11th.
That's true.
2020.
That is true. You was right. It's interesting, right?
Very.
We just want to make sure we document dates because things are easily changed sometimes.
That is
through
very
algorithms.
True. That is very true. We don't want to have random algorithms is what I'm trying to get at. But yes, let me show you guys this real quick. This is very interesting.
And for everybody out there, please make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you just go ahead and share this link. Let them know that we're live and we're taking questions and we just have topics that we want to talk about.
Yeah. So let me show you guys this. Hold on. Ooh, that's crazy. All right. So we have this guy here. All right. So Wilmington Island man charged with child molestation, aggravated sexual battery.
Oh, Lord.
Whoa. Whoa. This guy look like he used to be a teacher. Not gonna lie.
Bruh.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know if anybody knows that guy, but yeah, this guy's been charged with some heavy stuff. Wilmington Island man has been charged with child molestation and aggravated sexual battery, according to the Chatham County Police Department. 38-year-old Ross Durst turned himself in to the authorities on Thursday, September the 10th. So he turned himself in. Wow. He turned himself in. So I don't know, did he get sick and tired of it, or the walls was closing in on him, or what was Why would he turn himself in? Okay, well, hey, good Samaritan, I guess. I don't know. All right. The police department reports that the investigation began in December 2019 after a juvenile reported being molested by Dersh, who had previously known the victim.
Oh.
So this is a repeat. Police say more than 9,000 child pornography images were discovered at Dersh's residence during the investigation.
You said 9,000?
9,000, my friend.
Wow.
Dershowitz was previously arrested in March 2020 on a sexual exploitation of children charge for those images, according to the CCPD. Wait, so he was already charged and okay.
Sounds like he was charged and then he got out, or?
I don't know.
This was back in March?
Yeah, this was back in March. Since March, yeah. Arrested. He was previously arrested in March 2020. That means a couple months ago. That means a couple months ago. Those images were seized by police, and the investigation revealed further evidence used to obtain arrest warrants against Dershowitz for child molestation and aggravated sexual battery, according to the police. So yeah, apparently they found enough evidence to get a warrant after this guy, and it's strong evidence they got this dude. Yeah, he turned himself in. All evidence points to this guy. Yeah, there's some crazy people out in this world. Not gonna lie, but it's interesting that people would just, do that. I don't get that. I don't get why people feel the need to do such things like that. But we're not gonna go into that. So
we just want to bring awareness about saving the children.
We just want y'all to know what's going on in your neighborhood.
And this is right in everyone's back door. If you're in the southeast, we're in the Savannah, Georgia region. So anyone in the southeast, this affects you directly. So
directly.
You have to stay aware.
Yeah, they're not gonna let you know. You gotta know for yourself. So just understand that. But yeah, we got some more stuff to give you guys. I don't know if y'all ready for this next one, but it's a little heavy.
I know I'm ready.
It's a little heavy.
How heavy is it, TJ?
We're talking. You heard about the rumors about this movie called Cuties?
Oh God.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's rough. Now, is it? Is it a movie on Netflix or is it a TV series, like an episode?
It's a TV series. No, it's a movie. I'm sorry, it's a movie.
It's a film.
It's a film. It's an actual film.
Oh, okay.
So, they put a little skit out to show what you're gonna see in this movie, and I don't know about y'all, but this is disturbing.
Roughly a 90-second clip.
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
Now let's set the table for you, so you can get an understanding of what's going on.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if we should be showing that.
No.
I don't think we should show it.
I'm not going to show it.
Just the link.
I'll
put the link in the description below.
We'll put the link in the description below, and you guys go check it out for yourself. Because to be honest with you, I don't even want to see it anymore. I just don't.
It's pretty rough stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
Yeah.
If you got kids,
please don't let them watch this.
It's pretty rough.
Please don't let them watch this. But yeah, we just want to keep y'all aware of what's going on. Make sure you guys are fully prepared for today's rainy season.
Because they are trying to normalize things that should not be normalized.
At all.
And that is not normal. I don't care what you call it.
Now, TJ, we were talking before we went on the air.
Yeah.
And you were saying something about so many people audition for parts.
Oh yeah, there was like 650 girls. I believe they were ranging from 12 to 14 or something like that.
No, it was lower than that.
It was what 10 to 14. I'm sorry, 10 to 14. So you gotta understand. All right, so the link we're gonna share with you guys later on is
a 90-second clip of underage young women.
We don't have to elaborate.
Yeah. We ain't even gotta go into it. Just know if you want to know what that movie is going to at least highlight in there, or not even highlight. It's like there is. I mean, that clip is in the movie because it is in the movie. But yes, that is in there, and I can understand why so many people are outraged because that is very disturbing. Know that 650 young ladies like that did that to get that role, and only what 4 of them made it.
Where were the parents?
Who was the judges?
That's my first question. Where were the parents at? And why did they think it was okay to do anything like this?
Is it that bad that you have to basically sell your children?
Well, we don't know that.
Freaking bad?
We don't know that. For all we know, these could be orphans. They could just
That's worse.
be. I know it's worse. But what are we going to do? We would have to open our own schools, right? We would have to help. But there's more people that would care less than help, and if there was more people that could care more than care less, we'd all live a lot better in life. But what I want people to understand is they're trying to normalize certain things that should not be normalized. And if people keep constantly ignoring this stuff
and keep accepting this soft invasion,
then it's going to get normalized. But you have to understand, you still have a voice. You still have a right to speak up, speak out. So don't be afraid to. Understand that.
it's about doing the right thing.
Correct. Even when nobody's watching. Understand that. Even if nobody's watching, you still do the right thing. You know why? Because you would want the next person to do the right thing. And guess what that does? It creates positivity. The more positivity, the less negativity.
What goes around comes back around.
Yes.
No truer words.
So understand where we're trying to come from, people. And now I'm gonna go into a little something that not a lot of people like to talk about.
And what's that?
Viewer and listeners' discretion is advised.
Ma'am, like I said last episode, you should have did that in the beginning.
Oh,
Actually, did
Lord.
pretty good because we did not.
Yeah, we didn't say anything too.
So I was just saying.
We
that
haven't
just
gone
in
that
case.
far. You're right.
We almost
just
there.
getting started.
You know, the
I caught myself a few times.
the pot is just getting a little boil. You know.
Yep.
So all right. So here we go. The football game. Who caught that?
Anybody catch
The football game.
That trash.
first National Football League game of the season?
Now hold on. Let's put this in perspective. I'm sorry. I'm a little dry. Let's try to see this in a bigger light. Why should the NFL do or participate in either one of those? They're a sporting event. Now I get why we do it for the patriotism and all that great stuff. But honestly, let's be real. We do that for a reason. A reason. But the black, what is it called? The Lift Every Voice and Sing? Lift Every Voice and Sing anthem.
I think it's called the National...
Negro.
It's the Negro, it was called the Negro anthem.
Okay.
But I think people need to understand that.
So there's a national anthem in the United States of America, and then there's a Negro anthem in the United States of America.
Right.
But now the
I know.
The one for Negroes is that for Americans too, or is it not for?
That's another subject.
Well, I guess to be continued, because I'm very confused about that. Because there's a national anthem for Americans, but then there's a Negro anthem for just Negroes.
Well, you gotta do the research on the actual anthem itself, like when it came out, who produced it, why was it produced, all that great stuff.
Okay.
When you do the research on that, you'll understand why I say because it's a lot to dive into. I'll put it that way.
So, we gotta move on because I have too many questions for this because
right.
Negro is like black in Spanish, right?
Well, if you translating it into Spanish, yes, but we can also say other words that don't mean the same in English. So if you translate it into Spanish, of course, not translate it, but actually you're taking that word and putting it right into Spanish. Of course, it'll look like it says negro, but that's not negro. That's negro. It's different. It's totally different.
A group of people or a shade of a color?
No, it's a culture. It's a people.
I just want to make sure I got it right. Okay. But now I'm just curious if the Negroes were still Americans, because if that's the case, then is it like a I don't know, Japanese
Negro? Yes.
No. I mean like an anthem for like.
Oh, you talking about a Japanese anthem?
For like other people.
Japanese Americans?
You know what I mean? Or, like
certain cultures have their
own anthem in America is what I'm trying to ask.
Yes.
There are things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just a little confused on that one.
Trust me, bro. It's a lot to dive into because a lot of people want representation. Representation. That's what they want.
Well, I need to do my research because I'm very confused. So I apologize for holding up the situation.
No, bro, you good because guess what? I am going to do a little bit for you.
Okay.
Okay.
One thing we want to mention, there's a special guest coming to Savannah to speak. So we'll make sure we just save that for the end of the show.
Yes.
So just stick around.
All right. So here we go. It's called Lift Every Voice and Sing. Was publicly performed first as a poem as part of a celebration of Abraham Lincoln's birthday by Johnson's brother John in 1919.
Interesting.
The NAACP dubbed it the Negro National Anthem for its power in voicing a cry for liberation and affirmation for African American people.
So hold up. Wait a minute. So the people didn't want it to be called that.
No.
So what did the people want it to be called?
John, Sam, Luke, Larry.
Oh, they want to be referred to by their names.
Exactly.
Oh, not a. Oh, okay.
It's always interesting that certain organizations
They always do because they want to get a leg up on everybody. You ever noticed how every group tugs at a certain part of who you are? Either you're black, either you're white, either you're skinny, either you're tall, either you're fat, either you're short.
Sexual preference as well.
Sexual preference as well. They take great advantage of that. And people, they don't. You gotta understand, people. Not everybody is looking out for the best of your well-being.
And understand the karate chop comes in multiple forms.
Oh yeah.
It goes both ways.
By the time you see a karate chop coming, chances are you're gonna get hit with it.
It's too late.
And it is too late.
You're just gonna get chopped.
But all we're trying to do is get people prepared before the chop comes.
Oh yeah.
Cause God bless my grandfather. My boy, he used to hit me with some judo chops, and I still remember.
You can feel them.
Never saw him coming, but I remember them.
Mm-hmm. So please, people, stay aware. Understand that life is beautiful and you live in one of the best countries in the world.
There's no other country like this country.
Ain't nobody like America. And everybody wants to come here. Everybody. Anybody outside of the United States, they want to come here. But one thing that people need to make sure that they do is get a passport and travel.
Yes.
And travel in groups is fine.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it.
Strongly agree. Strongly agree.
Travel in groups because more minds can help.
Yeah.
But you need to go, you need to travel, you need to see things, and you need to talk to people, talk to the natives. Don't just talk to the taxi cab driver. Don't just talk to the lady at the hotel.
You gotta get out there.
You need to get out there and talk to the natives.
Get out there.
They will tell you. They will talk to you. They want to talk to you.
They would love to talk to you.
A lot of these people are fantasize about coming to America. A lot of these people know more about America than you know, believe it or not.
And it's very interesting because when you talk to them, they always say that they would love to move there. They would love to come out there. They're going to save up money and come out there. It's almost like everybody wants to come out here, but I never hear too many people saying they want to move out there.
Come on, somebody.
Now, you may have a few people that say, shoot, I'll give me a little spot down in Cancun, Mexico or something. Cheap, very cheap. You can live like a king. But something about America and its freedom. It's just something about that old pesky, it's my property, you can stay the hell off.
Red, white, blue.
Now, I want people to understand. I have a strong belief in what I believe.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is it that people want to run away from their problem?
Because it seems like it's easier. Because when you run away from your problems, you don't have to think about the consequences.
There will always be consequences to your actions.
But see, that's the problem. People are not ready to accept those consequences for their actions. And when and when you're not ready to accept the consequences for the actions, you run away from them. But they just pile up. You understand? They don't go anywhere. They just pile up.
That's your burdens right there.
Yeah. Then it becomes like a ball and chain that just wears you down until you
confront it.
You confront it, yeah. Then you confront it.
The main thing is you have to confront whatever your situation is. It's the only way it's gonna go away.
For real.
It may be hard. It may be difficult. It may not be the easiest thing to do, but you have to confront whatever your situation is. It's the only way you're gonna get closure. It's the only way you're gonna move on. If not, you're gonna be stuck.
Like quicksand.
Quicksand, not quick. Hey,
is it quick? No.
You gonna die no matter.
You gonna die.
Quicksand.
Man, come on. You can't die in no quicksand.
You can.
Can you?
I've only seen it in the movies.
I've never seen anybody die in quicksand.
I've seen people like struggle, and the more they struggle, the deeper they sink. And somebody usually throws them
True.
a stick or a rope
Okay.
and it pulls them out. But if you just stumble
I mean, honestly, yeah, it would, because that's basically like being in a sinkhole.
exactly.
That's true.
So
You're right.
it's
You're
like,
right.
so it's, you know, I just hate to have to be in one of those, you know,
Yeah,
and nobody's
stuck
around.
like Chuck,
Stuck
bruh.
like Chuck.
Yeah.
You know, you can't even.
Once you
God.
start like Chuck, that's it. I mean, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't doing nothing.
But that's the thing. We want to make sure people aren't stuck. So whatever your situation is, we want to make sure everyone confronts their problems and their situations.
Bruh, that is why Batman has that rapper. I can't blame him. Shoot.
Bruh. I know people be giving all these other superheroes the great thumbs up and the nods up and stuff like that, but let's be real. There's only one dude ballsy enough to run around in a bat suit with a utility belt and some gadgets and
Like
fight some
everything,
superheroes,
bruh.
some super villains.
Everything he needs, not just for villains, but also for superheroes as
Yeah,
well.
oh yeah.
Heroes that went rogue.
That's
yeah.
true. That's true.
The hardest episode I've ever seen on Justice League. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man,
Batman had all his weapons, and he also had his mind.
that's right.
The most dangerous weapon for anybody.
Exactly.
That's why they don't want you to think.
But you have to. We're now transitioning to a society where it's going to get real binary. And if you're not ready for this switch, it's a mean cliff. It's a mean cliff, and it's going to be very, very, very hard for a lot of people. But that's why you need your community. You need to get together, make the changes that you need for your community so that you can better your society as a whole, which will strengthen the economy as a whole and put money in everybody's pocket, including yourself.
I definitely agree with that. People don't want to invest in their communities and invest in their homes and make change. A lot of people, it seems like they just wait on the government or someone else to come and do it, but you have to make change. I talk to a lot of people. If it's not online, individuals, you know, in real life, and they say, you know, black people can't make change and all this other stuff. But I think that is a fantasy that lives within the mind, because when you think that, you won't try to go and make change. Therefore, you will never make change. But I'm here to tell you, people may identify me as a black man, but I don't identify myself as a black man. I identify myself as a native man because I don't know what black is.
You know what I identify myself as?
Black is a color.
That's true.
What do you identify yourself as?
TJ.
There you have it.
No, seriously, you gotta think. Why would I identify myself as anything but what I answer to? That makes no sense to me. That never made any sense to me. Like, people are so uptight about a color, a region,
A legal status.
It's like, what happened to just, hey, is that so-and-so? John? Sam? Perry? Susan?
Burry.
You know, that you ever wonder what happened before they started this whole color thing?
I do.
Cause think about it, I have really strong feelings and notations that we never actually did see color back then.
I think we just saw individual people
Mm-hmm.
and what their contributions were.
Correct.
So it's like, if you think that you're something and you can't make change, then you'll never make change. But understand, you can make change, because people may think that we are something and I am something, but I'll tell you that we've made change. And the only thing that it's cost us was a little bit of gas money, a little bit of research, and maybe some pencil and pens and papers. But you can make change. It just takes time, and it just takes proper planning, and it takes the right group of people.
Right
like-minded
mindset,
people.
yeah.
Right mindset and like-minded individuals.
Exactly.
That's what it takes to make change.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Teamwork make the dream work.
And with a little team spirit.
Lord knows, this session is brought to you by a little bit of team spirit. Can I get an amen, somebody?
Amen.
Woo! I understand that the life we trying to build is beyond what we have right now. I know there's a lot of young folks, young adults, young parents out there. They're having to struggle with this whole situation going on. But understand this. There is nothing we can't get done if we focus on it together. Think about what we're trying to do. Right now they're trying to do a virtual training online with the kids. And I know a lot of parents are having an issue with that. A lot of kids are having issues with that. It's to everyday people who knows what it takes to just have to work and grind and put things together and make it, just make every day's meet. Being in front of a screen isn't going to help mold a more productive person of society. If anything, it's going to create a more of a consumerist individual.
We need more producers, less consumers. We have way more consumers than producers.
Yeah. So what we're trying to focus on is trying to create more producers, more creators, more job starters, more entrepreneurs, yeah. Family wealth and growth.
Yes, generational wealth is what we need. The problem is individuals are quick to get a job, and I understand we've been trained to go to school and get a job, but we need to, like TJ and TK saying, we need to start businesses. We need to be productive. We need to produce something.
Correct. We got talent. A lot of y'all got talent out there.
But you sleep on yourself.
But you sleep on yourself. And I done spoke to a good bit of young people who are really, really talented.
They just don't have that confidence.
They don't have that confidence, and it doesn't help that their family doesn't back them up. Or believe in them. You gotta understand, these kids, it's difficult to live in a society like it is right now, especially for a young entrepreneur or a young investor who wants to come up in the world. You're gonna have a lot of negatives from a lot of familiar people.
A lot of familiar faces.
Yeah. But you can't let that hold you back. You gotta push forward.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah. Because the further you push, guess what? By the time you get to the end of the race, you look back, you're going to be amazed at how far you came.
That's right.
And see how strong you truly are.
Yeah. But don't look back now. There's no time to look back. You need to keep pushing forward.
Go on running.
Because the further you push further, guess what? The less you got to run later, right? So you get to chill, right?
I agree.
So I think people need to understand that if we all work together, we can get a lot done. We can make this country society, this city as a whole, a lot better than what it is right now.
I agree.
A lot. You know how? Let me tell you something. You know how far advanced other countries are in technology.
I can only imagine.
I'm just putting.
Elaborate.
No. I'm just putting it out there because they got like robots and stuff going around. Not saying that we don't, probably have something like that, but just understand that there's AI technology and there's a mean rush for human facial expression and interactions.
Oh, you know what? I have a huge problem with that.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
All right, so honestly, I don't even think people even think that far as all that going on. Bruh, think about it. Everyone is forced to stay home. Everyone has to use Zoom or Microsoft Teams or some type of online telecommunication to talk back and forth with people, children, grandparents, all in everybody's, individual, homes, locations.
Yeah.
They see your face, they get all your voice. I mean, they see stuff that goes on in your house. That is an invasion of privacy. That is an infringement on your privacy. Huge infringement. Oh, don't even get me started on LifeLock. But yeah. They're not even guaranteeing your protection of your privacy.
That's dangerous.
Of your medical information, your personal information.
Y'all do know Equifax was hacked a couple of years back. I don't even think it was that long ago, actually. But yet, we're secure enough to put everybody's facial information online and IDs and locations and all that stuff. We're that secure now that we're able to do that. Oh, okay. That was very quick.
Very quick with no reassurance. Nothing. They said no. You just gotta go ahead and do it. I'm just like, whoa! All
Wait
this
a minute
year,
now.
Making you adapt.
That was very quick of y'all to just jump
I'm
on
sorry,
board.
but
That was very interesting.
all I gotta say is kindergartner, first day of school, in front of a computer screen. That's all I gotta say. That's the most depressing thing I've ever seen.
Well, here's my question. How many studies were done on the exposure to young minds from computer radiation? I mean, we already have studies out for computer radiation, but how many have done on the young mind studies?
Which is very alarming because.
But we're quick to do that. Like we're quick to throw them on there.
Quick to fry children.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Just like they were quick to jump on 4G.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
5G.
The 5G, yeah.
We didn't know all the evidence about 4G, and now a little bit of information is coming out about 4G, and it's like, well, 4G wasn't that good, and 5G sounds like it's going to be even worse, for the long time overall health. So should we be doing it?
Man.
It's a lot of radiation to hit you with at one time.
People really need to look at these things.
And then you got to remember, a lot of people say, well, it's not that much. If you look at it, it's not that much hitting you from the 5G tower.
Right.
And hold on, they do have a certain point. But here's the thing, though. How many people carry cell phones, and how many of those cell phones radiate around you?
All cell phones radiate, bruh. This is why they don't want you to have it close to under your pillow, on your bed. They don't want it to be right, like near you when you're about to go to sleep, bruh.
Yeah.
You literally cooking yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Oh, and when you put it up to your face,
Yeah.
Don't
You're,
put your phone.
it's actually a
close to
warning.
your face.
Yeah, it's a warning. If you actually read your manual and safety guides, it tells you not to hold it to your ear.
If anything, they will recommend you putting on speaker.
Yeah.
Or having like a little Bluetooth or like headphones or something.
Yeah, a wireless device or something.
But no, not to your head.
It's very interesting that a lot of people don't abide by that.
That also brings to the question, do people read?
Well, that is a very good question, because you would think people read, but
My thing is, why does anybody need to read when it's cool and everybody else is doing it?
that's called trend following.
Oh, well, I genuinely agree with what you're saying, but people don't, read or see the dangers behind it because they see an influencer do it or use it.
Yeah.
And they say, well, hey, if he's doing it or she's doing it, well, it's okay for me to do it.
It's all right for me to do it.
Just because that person is doing it, don't mean that nothing won't happen. Always make sure you know what you're about to put in your body. Your body is your temple, right? You're not gonna put anything in your temple.
This is your temple. Why would you put anything dangerous in your temple? Why would you disgrace your temple? You should be cleansing your temple, taking care of your temple. Your temple will tell you if something's wrong. It'll always give you a sign if something's wrong. Either you're not eating something, or you're eating too much of something else. Or
What's so interesting? Because I think I already told you this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone know what cortisol is?
Cortisol.
Yeah, cortisol.
Fill us in, TK.
Nope, I don't know.
Cortisol is an unhappy chemical that is released from your brain. And, it creates the feeling of pain. The feeling of pain.
It creates it.
Yes.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So, which brings me to my next question.
Mm-hmm.
So, is everything just feelings? As far as what you experience? I may be going a little too deep, but who knows? It's Friday.
It is Friday.
I guess because maybe due to all the stuff that's just been going on and such, but things don't happen by coincidence.
They sure don't. We all know that.
Everything happens for a reason.
That's right.
It's just very interesting how everything seems to be falling into certain places.
Yeah.
Certain places.
But let's switch gears real quick before we get off of it. I was talking about the football game.
Oh,
We went way off.
You know how we tend to sway.
Yes.
So the football game.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
So
was a taste of just a little bit of real, but go ahead.
this is why I said we should have saved it for another segment. But anyways, there you have it. We have that part. Anyways, all right. So football game. Interesting that they had the whole lock arm situation, and people started booing. They just started booing, boo, and because I think they had the little equality stuff, and then they put up Black Lives Matter.
Ooh.
Man, I'm sorry. You can miss me with that stuff. This is ridiculous. It's almost like they're putting a sign out to remind you, hey, be nice to each other.
Like
Like,
your children.
it's like, what? Are y'all really being serious here? Are you really being serious here?
If I remember correctly, I'm an adult. I don't really need to be reminded. Maybe a little, you tell me the first few times, it's fine. But everywhere I go, bro, like, it's interesting. Interesting.
Everything is very interesting right now.
Very, very interesting. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there is a real problem with narcissism going on.
Oh, speaking.
We have a lot of young people growing up wanting to be YouTubers or Twitch stars and all this other stuff. And you got to understand, people. You can't be one thing. You in the new world, you got to be multifaceted. You got to be multi-craft. You got to be bilingual. You got to be skilled. You got to have it or you don't have it, and I'm sorry they ain't coming. Cause it's about to get real. You about to get a culture shock like no other.
I want people to understand. You can't wait on the savior.
Yeah.
You have to put some work in.
You have to pave the way for yourselves and your family.
You have to put some work in. I'm gonna just say this quote that might just help those that is in the middle, or just going through a lot of stuff, or think that they don't have the tenacity, the drive, the want, heck, even the courage. Always remember this: neither gods nor devils will help those who won't fight on their own.
Say that one more time. One more time.
Neither gods nor devils will help those who won't fight on their own. You have to stand up on your own 2 feet.
Well. Can we please say
OP?
OP.
Our fans will get that one later. But
So
yeah.
I know we got a couple more heavy topics to hit on. Is that everything we needed for that particular topic, or?
As far as the football thing, I thought the situation was interesting. I didn't think it was necessary, but then again, let's be real. It's football. It's not like you expect anything other than that. You know what I'm saying?
Spontaneous,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's football. What'd you expect from it?
It's just entertainment.
It's just entertainment. Yeah, it's supposed to be entertainment. And the only thing is, in the beginning, is that situation where everybody feels a certain way. But let's.
My thing is, they're just making everything political.
Very political.
I just want to know, when can we get back to just playing football, or just playing basketball, or just playing baseball?
Whoa. Now you sound like the girl from Fox.
I don't know who
Talking
the girl
about
from
LeBron
Fox
James just needs to shut up and play ball. Is that what you're telling these people?
That's not what I'm telling these people, but if your job is to entertain, then you should just
do your job.
Because if you really, let's be real. We're not even gonna go that deep into the subject, right?
Okay,
But
you know what? I got a few things I gotta hear about that one too. Okay, let's
go
just
for
be
it.
real about this.
Hit them with it.
Okay, I'm sorry. The role that you pick, you have to do your role. And when you don't do your role, that's when things go into mass chaos.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but does anyone that goes into a fast food restaurant want to know how the cashier is feeling? How the cook is feeling today? What about the person that changes out the sodas?
Well, we're waiting on your answer.
I'm just being real. When did you ever care about that? Now we all being self-conscious. I put that in quotations.
It's very sad.
It doesn't seem sincere.
No.
It seems somewhat forced.
People understand that people that go to work, they shouldn't have to work the rest of their life.
Because a job is just to get training. Just
And
to get
experience.
an experience. Training and experience. That is it. But it doesn't take a lifetime to get experience and training.
No. Once you get that training experience, you should move up.
At the most 8 years.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you choose to do it. You know,
if you know what you want to do.
If you know what you want to do. Like 8 years of a specific skill or trade, that's pretty solid for a start off. And if you can get 10 in there or 12, that's even better. But getting a practice like that and studying that craft and getting better and better and better at it, that's pretty damn good.
I agree. Iron sharpens iron, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you start your business. Then you hire your own employees.
I just want to say this one thing. I don't think people realize when they do their side hustles that they're actually doing what they love, what they want to do as a business.
Yeah.
Don't even realize it.
Don't even realize it and don't even try to put it together.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Capitalize on it.
It's like a little baby seed.
Yeah. It is.
You just, you have to nurture it. You have to be willing to, weather the storms. If this is what you truly love to do and want to do it for the rest of your life.
Don't hurt yourself.
On these topics. But I definitely agree with you, TK.
But yeah. Anyway, so what else would we like to talk about, guys?
Moving on to another topic that might make things a little heated in here. So if you don't have anything to drink, you might want to get some ice water or something, because it's going to get a little hot.
Oh, crap. Hold up.
TJ's going to get his water. All I'm saying.
Podcast. So, just gonna let the music ride a little bit.
Yeah. We're going to take our time before we dive into this next topic, because this next topic hurts a lot of feelings.
Hurt feelings, you say?
Totally forgot about this.
Shoot. Forgot about it too. So,
we got anything else?
are you ready?
Oh, what about the
Are you ready for the last topic that we were going to dive in on?
Yes, I am ready to go.
Now, are you sure? Because like we were telling people, it gets a little heated.
Yeah, it does.
And we also didn't forget about the special guest that's coming to Savannah. So we'll finish our topic, and we'll let you know about the special guest that's coming to Savannah.
Yeah.
But so TJ.
Yes.
We've been talking about a situation, and a lot of people have been talking about a situation. Now, I'm not sure if we spoke about it before on this podcast, but we're going to make sure we talk about it tonight.
Oh, yeah. We definitely doing it.
So without any further ado, we want to break down our thoughts and our views and our feelings on the BLM situation, the movement, I'm not sure what we're going to call it.
Well, you know,
terrorist organization.
Yeah, like let's be real. Now let's not sit here and pretend like negative things don't happen, and let's not pretend like positive things don't happen. But let's not act ignorant to know who's connected to what. So
information at your fingertips.
Yeah. All I'm saying is look up the information for yourself. A lot of what they call Black Lives Matter situations, or Antifa, or whatever is going on with these people. These are not sane people.
I'm going to put it to you like this. I was on the BLM website today. I went to the homepage, and I went to their, what is it called? The About Me section, the mission statement and stuff like that.
What we believe.
What they believe in. And I read the whole entire mission statement from top to bottom, and I read it a couple times. And what was very interesting is that I could not find the combination of black man or black boy together anywhere on the About Me page.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
It's funny
because they include queers and
transgender brothers, transgender brothers, and the transgender sisters out there, which we have nothing but respect for everybody out there that choose to live whatever lifestyle you choose to live. But we do also find it a bit disturbing that there was no mention of
a strong male figure.
Well, the heterosexual so-called black man.
Yes.
So-called
individual. It's because if you look at their structure of a family, it's the woman and the children. There is no man or male figure or even the other half. It's just the woman and the children.
And that's the thing, because it's like, I mean, bruh, if she's out there, I would love to meet her, but I don't know many women that are reproducing asexually.
I have a huge problem with that.
That's very interesting.
So it's like it took a man and a woman for that child or children to be here. So why can't both get the praise?
Come on, bruh.
That's all I'm asking.
It takes two to tango.
Man, it takes two to tango. A man can't do it by himself, and a woman can't do it by herself. It takes both of them together and understanding.
That child needs love and nurturing, care. It can't just. I'm sorry. I know it's gonna get a little bit sensitive.
Don't be sorry.
Let it go.
But the child needs both. The child needs both perspectives.
We need to be encouraged unity in the family instead of division. Because when we sprout division, you leave a hole for chaos and divisiveness
and confusion.
And that's the problem, what we're trying to get away from. It's nothing but a lot of confusion going on out here. But the BLM movement, first and foremost, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, I'm not sure everybody else feels, but I believe they're a terrorist organization, which is here, and they say it plain as day on their website, to destroy the traditional or the nuclear home, which I find very offensive.
Yeah.
Because it's you need the man to have the nuclear home, and if you don't have the nuclear home, then what happens to the human? Not the black race, not the white race, not the tan race, not the Hispanic, not none of that other stuff.
At the end of the day, we
The
all
human
humans.
race.
Come on, bruh.
Because I try not to operate in colors or crayons, and we talked about this before, but it's like everyone, we're just humans. Everyone's organs are pretty much in the same place, with bags of blood, 70% of water. We got a heart. We got a couple lungs. I'm not going to go to genitals because...
We just know everybody. Put it this way. In America, there are 3 colors out here. Red, white, and blue. White is for the white collar workers. Blue is for the blue collar workers. And red, we all both bleed blood, red blood. That's America. If more people understood that, they would understand how we can operate together to make a better and brighter future for everyone.
And not separate.
Yeah.
But you know, the main thing, in my personal opinion, that the reason everyone is separate because everyone is still confused about the whole slavery situation.
All right.
So you're more than welcome.
All right. So understand this. See, now this goes a little deeper than what most people would want to go into.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
That we can make a special episode about this
Yeah,
topic if we need to, because we know, bruh, we can go hours on this one here.
because this one goes to about it has to deal with a lot of orphans and families being torn apart and stuff. It just
It's a lot.
social workers, you know, it's a lot to go through. It's a lot to go through.
But understand, we will do an episode just solely dedicated to that soon. But once people understand that, then everything else may get clear. But let's get back on topic.
Yeah.
BLM being a terrorist organization and them here to destroy the nuclear family.
I asked a simple question earlier, you know, just to try and get some clear understanding about these people.
Well, what did you ask?
Well, you know, a simple question of, can you name me 5 good things that Black Lives Matter has done for the so-called black family and black communities?
Same organization that's been operating since 2013, right?
Yeah. And then I even said, name me one positive thing they've done for the society, for all people overall. I got no answers.
None.
Interesting.
I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of flack, but I didn't get any answers, and I found that very odd that nobody knows anything positive, but yet they're willing to chant it and jump and give them money and stuff, and it's just like, but nobody can name anything positive. They just, oh well, it's on the basketball court. It's on the, don't you know they're just bringing awareness? Okay, if you bring in awareness, cool, but what are you doing to change it? What are you doing to help fix that situation?
Okay.
If that's so important.
Guys, please don't be the stereotype.
Please don't
Don't
be
be
the sheep.
it.
Please.
And it works both ways. Don't mistake me. They're utilizing this whole movement to spark the other side. Because guess what? If black lives become the most important lives now, well, wait a minute. What about them white people? You understand? Because not only are so-called black people being, a crayon color, so-called white people are being a crayon color as well.
This is true.
It's confusion on both sides.
And how would you feel if there was a parade or a movement called White Lives Matter? What happened if those people openly protested? How would you feel?
And screamed in your face.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll tell you how I feel. If a group of people were saying that they were more important than another group of people, then I would have an issue with that. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. If we're going by the so-called Bible, if we're going by the Bible, we're all children of God. And we're all, to me, just bags of blood with organs and insides
Shinto.
in the same place. But
we're all one people.
We're all one people.
We're all in the image of God, right? Just various image of God, right?
Maybe
That's
God
what
has
we were told, right?
maybe God has different hues
and even different mindsets.
It's true.
So but we just have to get a better understanding of what's really going on. But again, BLM. Anything else?
Like I said, I ain't got no answers from them
about
my
5 positive things that they have done.
Or just one for society as a whole.
Well, see, my thing is, I'm not really showing the numbers, but I know one thing I proposed as well. I said online, it's like, well, at one time I heard they had $100 million. So what happened to the $100 million? But first thing I'm going to say is, if you follow the money, you have a better understanding, right? But then I, said, $100 million, what would I do? $100 million, I'm not going to read exactly what I put online, but if I had some money like that, I would go to a neighborhood and I would try to create some type of change. And I would just change whatever the norm is, because you know what the norm is. There's a lack of opportunities, there's a lack of love, there's lack of trust, there's lack of unity within the community, it's not connected households. So what I do is I try to find my way inside each one of these households to unify the households and ultimately unify the community. Bring certain jobs, certain opportunities, provide people ways so they can create their own businesses, utilizing their own talents, them believing in themselves, doing something like that, put my money in these communities. Because, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, man, I've been living in Savannah, Georgia for a long time, and I be on every side, bro. If you know me, bro, I be sliding on every side. And if you go to the hood, bro, the hood look the same way.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about Waters Ave. I'm talking about MLK. I'm talking about West. Anywhere you go at in Savannah. Now, there's some small little changes, but we're not going to get on that one tonight because that one takes a full episode as well. But what I would do if I had money like that, I would make changes in these communities I would do things differently. I would provide different educational situations for people, different nutritional meals, because we know the mood starts in the gut, and people aren't having or eating a balanced diet.
Or drinking water.
Or drinking good, clean water. So I would make small changes like that, but ultimately those small changes will change everything. But I don't know how much money these people have, but if you follow the money, you'll see what's going on with the money. But if I had the money, I would do something like that. What about y'all?
I concur.
Sorry to be so long-winded, but I mean, that's a lot of money though, right? You just like, what happened to that money? Cause it didn't. I mean, did it go to somebody hood? No. If it did, just comment below and say, bro, hey, bro, we got some of that BLM money, and it fixed up all these houses, this whole entire block, BLM money. Let us know.
But nothing.
Bruh, show us pictures, time, dates, all that stuff. We got the check from BLM. Like, we love to see it.
It sure would be nice.
It would be nice, but I don't know what the funds have went at. But see, it's not my situation. So, but I'm just asking. I'm just very curious about it. But you know, we all know what the problem is, and we know what can fix this issue. But nobody wants to fix the issue. They want to work around it. And this BLM wants to destroy what fixes the issue. And I have a problem with that.
We all got a problem with it.
Telling you. It is not what it makes itself out to be. This group is a Marxist terrorist organization. They pay rioters and looters. Hell, they pay people to get out of jail. They don't even hide it.
It's scary, bro.
And for some reason, a good bit of that money is going into Democratic campaigns. Why is that?
It goes straight to it.
Why is it going into Democratic campaigns?
Follow the money. There was a mayor or governor that came out one time and said everyone that was arrested from the riots and the lootings were from out of town.
Oh, Lord.
Let's take a look at that.
Wait a minute.
Everyone that was rioting and looting in this city were from out of town. How does that even make sense?
Come on, bro.
That don't make no sense. Let's be real.
So these people are coming from out of town, tearing up their own communities? Help me. Help me.
That sounds familiar.
Help me.
You know, that sounds familiar. I'm just saying, that sounded kind of familiar because we had an incident down here where they had some
same thing
out of town folks down here.
Man, they had some folks down here and they act like they was gonna try to do something.
Bruh. And very interesting. Piles of rubble, piles of rock, construction everywhere when it wasn't even down there prior.
It was on a Sunday, man. All of us were down there. Each one of us were down there at different times. Yeah. But the place that those bricks and construction equipment and all that stuff was set up on a Sunday afternoon was not there earlier that day. So who moving on a Sunday? Who doing construction work on a Sunday? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Man, there was a pile of bricks.
Come on, bro.
In the path where the police told people that's where the exit, I guess, to get ready to, go home and go to their cars and all.
Nicely placed.
Nicely placed, stacked up bricks. And it's like, man, I come from an industrial background. Where's the yellow tape at?
Come on, bro.
Why the bricks ain't covered up? Why you got bricks out? You want somebody to take your bricks that you're going to use for your construction project?
But I know bricks cost money.
Man, why is you playing with me? Now, we in the South. Now, I done talked to some folks. I had a bill with some folks in New Jersey. I think they was from New Jersey. They was from up north. They said folks in the South is slow. I know we might be a little bit slow, but help me understand that, please. Because that don't make no sense to me.
I think we just too fast for them.
Bruh, we slow. We in the South. It's too slow down here.
We too fast.
We don't know what's going on, bro. Bruh, I had me an amazing build. amazing. But all I'm gonna say about that one is, it's another notch on the old belt.
That's right.
We recommend, we gladly, anybody that wants to come on the show, you're more than welcome to have a conversation. Any views that you may have, I don't care what side of the house that you own. We just want to have a friendly conversation. We ain't gonna cuss nobody churn out, because we all children of God around here. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody.
Just understand. We don't do anything out of the ordinary. Like it's not like, we plan for all this to happen like this.
No.
But what we want people to understand is we need to work together. You need to harness a skill, trait, ability.
Something productive.
That you can create with.
And harness it for a profit.
Earning your own money. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing?
Wouldn't it be just wonderful to have someone pay you instead of a business? You have to wait a whole week to get paid by a business. Bruh. You actually dictate how your paycheck comes to you. Isn't it interesting? It's two separate lifestyles, but yet you choose one over the other.
It's only because you've been only taught that way, right?
Yeah. Or some of them just scared. It's nervous. You get nervous. People get nervous. It's fine.
Yeah, but you can't live in fear.
True, but that's something they would have to come over. They're just gonna either naturally come over it, or surround yourself around people who are trying to conquer that same fear. You'd be surprised. The more positivity you put in your life, the better positivity you get out of it. A lot more positivity.
And everyone can achieve that if they work together.
Yeah.
You gotta take yourself out of that equation.
Everybody quick to play the victim card. Why? Why are you so quick to play the victim card?
Everybody's hurting. Everybody's going through some type of situation. We don't have all the time in the world to be necessarily trying to discuss everyone's life problems. I understand everyone wants to be heard. But when the future of mankind, for all we know, is now getting targeted in multiple directions, and all the adults are occupied or just distracted, you're leaving the vulnerable.
Oh, we just got an update. Donato's Pizza was robbed. Occurred on Waters and 70th Street.
Ooh.
So if you're on Waters and 70th Street, be careful out there.
Breaking news
that just came in. Yeah.
Yep.
I got this feel are going to be upset about a lot of things, but you gotta understand, you can be upset. It's fine. It's okay. Be angry. Be fush. Just get it off your chest. However you gotta get it off peacefully.
But don't stay there.
Peacefully.
Don't stay there too long.
Yes, you have to move forward. A lot of people like to dwell into misery, and with this black movement is just a misery what does misery love?
Company.
Company. That's all it is. Bunch of miserable people. We need to change that. We need to encourage and spur growth and positivity around. Because guess who's suffering the most?
The children.
The children, the ones who can't speak up right now. The ones who have to go with the program because mom's suffering, dad's strung out.
Or they just not mentally there.
Exactly.
You're there physically,
but mentally, it's a hard road. So we need to get some positivity going, encourage people to get these entrepreneurs started, and get some investments going. You guys got anything else going? No?
Nothing from me.
Well, I guess we're gonna call it a night. I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And you know us, we always here. All I'm saying podcast.
going out strong.
Like, subscribe, turn the little bell on. We'll let you know when we're coming on. Peace.
All I'm saying.
All I'm saying.
Woo!